Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar. A great song here from Jake Bugg. It's called Never Said Goodbye. And this song from Jake Bugg gives me vibes of the late 90s, early 20s from all the UK rock bands coming up there. Oasis, The Verve, Blur, and so on. So this one has this vibe all over it. So if you like songs from these groups, then this will be perfect match. Never Said Goodbye. Let's go into this one. And the easiest way to handle this song is with a capo set on the 3rd fret if you want to match up with the sound. And if that is not important for you, then just follow along with the chords that we're going to use for this song here in this tutorial, and that will be great. So anyway, let's go over the chords, and we have a couple chords to go over here. Actually, it will be 7 chords. So let's start with C first. So that will be 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. We have G, and that goes 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, 3rd E. E minor next, and that goes open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, open G, open B, and open E. Then comes the D, and we will play open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. So the 4 famous chords are there: C, G, E minor, D, and then we'll move on with the B minor. That's a bar chord where you play the bar on the 2nd fret. You bar all strings there from bottom up to the 5th string, all right? So you don't have to bar the last E string on the 2nd fret, and then you need to add on 4th on D, 4th on G, and 3rd on B. There you have the B minor. Then we will use the B as well. So what I do there, I keep the same bar there on the 2nd fret, and then I just add on a 2nd bar on the 4th fret. All right, and there I bar from the D string and down. So that means D, G, and B string. And then when I strum here, I avoid the last E string there because we want that note if you bar all the way down. So I strum in the mid area. All right. So there you have the B. Otherwise, if you want it correctly, you will have add on all the fingers like this. So that will be 4th D, 4th G, and 4th B. Added to the 2nd bar there. All right, that's the B chord. And finally, we have the A minor. We're just gonna play the ones and 1 down. So it will be short-lived. Anyway, it goes open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 1st B, and open E. And there we have all the chords. So let's start from the beginning and the 1st verse. And in this 1st verse, we're gonna play and learn a picking pattern. So we're gonna do it chord by chord. The first round of it will be E minor, G, and B minor for 2 times. And then the 2nd round will be E minor, G, B minor, and B. Okay? So the first round, E minor, G, and B minor 2 will be like this. So let's start with the E minor part first, and then you're gonna go with just open strings. It will be open E string, open G, open B, and back to open G. The G part then will be 3rd on E string, open G, open B, and back to open G. And the B minor, you're gonna play it for 2 times. It will be like this: 2nd on A, 4th on G, 3rd on B, and back on 4th G. Okay, so the first round will be E minor 1, G 1, and B minor 2 like this. Okay. The 2nd round will be to start in the same way. You're going to play E minor 1, G 1, and then B minor 1, and then B as 1 as the last chord. So E minor, G, and B minor 1 goes like this. And then the B will be Okay, so that will be to play second on A, fourth on B, open G, and fourth D. And that is the end of the first verse. All right, so just handle it with this picking pattern, and there you're gonna go into the first chorus. Now we need to learn the strumming, and we're gonna do that with the first chord. That's the C. First chord in the chorus. So grab the C one, and then we're gonna play like this. Okay, so it's a play down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so that is one string round. You're gonna play one string round per chord, and the chord progression will be C, G, E minor, and D. You're gonna play for 2 chord progression rounds. So let's do it. And that is the first chorus. Then you're gonna end the first round with the instrumental part, and that is to play C, 1 string round, plus 1 extra down and the pause. And that pause builds up for the second round. So it goes like this. And then comes the second verse. All right. So with the second verse now, you're gonna play, instead of picking, you're gonna play the strumming style instead. You're gonna use the same pattern here. So the first half will be E minor 1 string round, G 1 string round, and B minor 2 string rounds. And then the second round will be E minor 1, G 1, B minor 1, and B 1, like this. And that is the second verse. Then we have the second chorus playing exact same way as the previous first chorus, C, G, E minor, D for 2 rounds. And after that, you have different instrumental parts that will be much longer, and you will apply the same strumming style here. Now you're gonna play C, 1 string round, and D, 1 string round. Okay, you're gonna do that for 3 rounds. So C1, D1, C1, D1, C1, D1, and then finally after 3 rounds of CD, you're gonna play 1 down on A minor and a big pause, and that pause takes us into the next round. Okay, so C, D, C, D, C, D, and A minor like this. And then after that, you're gonna go into the final parts of the song. That is to play the third chorus. Again, this is playing exact same way as the previous choruses. 2 string rounds, chord progression rounds, of C, G, E minor, and D. And after that third chorus, we have the outro. And guess what? You're just gonna continue the chorus play for 4 rounds. Another 4 rounds, and after that, you're gonna end with 1 down on the C. And that's it, guys. Jake Bugg, Never Said Goodbye. And yeah, fits guitar very, very well and gives me very much of this old school rock bands coming up there like 25, 30 years ago. So nice vibes there. If you enjoyed this tutorial, feel free to support me here on Growing Guitar. Very appreciate it. Until next time, play tuned.